Good morning. So I'm going to do this application problem with systems of linear equations, and I like this one because it's cost and revenue. Anyway, and they're actually talking about the break-even point, although they do actually say that. So I'll read the problem and then we'll go over it. A company markets exercise DVDs that sell for $29.95, including shipping and handling. The monthly fixed cost, advertising, rent, etc., are $35,550, and the variable costs, materials, shipping, etc., are $7.45 per DVD. Find the cost equation and the revenue equation. So we know that for part A, I don't know why I said A equals, we want the cost equation, so we have C of X. Well, it said that the monthly fixed costs are $35,550. So there's $35,500. That's no matter what, you're going to pay that if you make zero, because you got to pay rent and all that kind of stuff. And variable costs are $7.45 per DVD. So we're letting X be number of DVDs sold, or made, actually produced, that we want to sell anyway. So we have 7.45x. There's our cost equation, and then they want the revenue equation. And here we know that the revenue is x times p of x, but here recall that they just said that p of x was equal to they just told us that the price equation was $29.95, so we actually don't need to multiply. This one's kind of easy. The revenue is just, we're selling them for $29.95 each. So for everyone, this was probably a little bit more than I needed to put right here, but it is true. I need to find the price demand equation for it, but it doesn't, they don't ask us for it. They're just saying, hey, you're going to sell these for $29.95 a piece, so therefore your revenue is $29.95 X. And then it says, for part B, it says how many DVDs must be sold each month for the company to break even. So, well, break even means they want to know, when does your cost equal your revenue equal your cost? So this is called a lot of times the break-even point. The break-even point is when R of X, your revenue, equals your cost, C of X. So you have 29.95x equals 35,550 plus 7.45 x. Subtract your 20. I mean, I guess you could do either. I probably wouldn't graph this, so it would be pretty hard. Yeah, I guess it doesn't. You're just solving for x and getting a y. I was trying to decide which one. Yeah, I'll go ahead and subtract 70. Yeah, this will make it easier. 745x from both sides. And let's see, I get a 0, and then 9 minus 4 is 5, 9 minus 7 is 2. Yeah, this was much easier. So you have 2250x equals 35,550. Divide by 22.50 or 22.5 to solve for x. And let's see, I'm going to need a calculator for that, or I want to use one, because that's just, you get some new batteries for that. Other one. So let's see if I get it right. 35,550 divided by 22.5, and I got 1,580. That's how many DVDs I need to sell in order to break even, which means I need to make that many too. So that's the anyway, that's the break even point. The cost you could get or the revenue, they'll be the same. I'd probably use the revenue function. They'll be the same no matter what, but just plug it into here. They don't ask that question. They ask you to graph it, to choose the graph. This is from the 1324 book, by the way. I think that's all I want to say, because the graph is pretty easy to find. Just go to the one that has x equal. They'll both all have 2 lines on them, and I only think maybe 1 or 2. Looks like only one of them actually has it mapped in the right place. Not to mention, you know that that there's a shallower one, like one with the least slope and one with the greater slope, and one with the, yeah. 2 of them don't have a y. They list the revenue function as having a y-intercept of something other than 0, which is so you could dismiss those immediately. So then you look at the other ones, and one of them has a. This is why I don't really do these graphing ones on the board here when they're from MyMathLab, because the other one, because you don't even need the map to really see. You could just, if you got this right, then you know it's got a y-intercept of 0. And if you look on these graphs, only 2 of them have a y-intercept of 0. And then you look at the other, between the 2 that do have a y-intercept of 0, the cost function of one of them is, you know, it's moving down from left to right, it's decreasing from left to right, so therefore it has a negative slope, where our cost equation, our cost function here has a positive slope, so it could only be the other one. That's what, but I mean, honestly, in a business class, this is kind of the way you think about things. I mean, you decide, like, okay, which one makes sense the most. But anyway, that's it for that one.